Heyo, what's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of IoT Nuggets. And as you can see, with this episode, there are three of us on the screen. I am joined today by Mr. Steve Brummer from BH IoT Group. And we are also joined and happy to have with us here today Ben Muhlenbruch of Ready Wireless. And just a little housekeeping, as we like to do at the beginning. We are looking for other guests like Ben going forward. So if there are topics on IoT that you are well versed in and you want to join us as a subject matter expert, let us know and we'd love to have you on. Last show, we talked about the upcoming shows in 2021 that are happening across the country. This week, we are talking about going back to work and how it's safe to do so, and how IoT deployments with contact tracing and some other technologies can help you do that. So I'm going to pass it to Steve. And Steve, you and Ben can have a little discussion on this because Ben's the guy, and he's going to fill us in a little bit on how to do it.
Excellent. Thank you, Doug. Hey, Ben, what's going on?
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Fantastic. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. So I'd like to give us a quick 30 seconds on Ready Wireless and what you do so we can set the stage for the next part of the discussion.
Yeah, sure. Ready Wireless has been around for about 15 years or so. We started out as an MVNO and we've migrated into the crazy wide world of IoT. So that means a lot of things to a lot of different people. And right now, what we're trying to do is help businesses keep their doors open in the times of COVID. Businesses run more smoother and more efficiently.
Excellent. So in this post-COVID world, yes, everybody's looking about getting back to work, getting back to school, getting back to business in the post-COVID environment. And we've heard this term contact tracing everywhere. I mean, the government's using it, public safety people, public health people, everybody it is. And I know you guys have a contact tracing application that's tied to a couple of different things. Give us a quick overview of it. Yeah,
sure. So contact tracing, it basically is a strategy that businesses use, that the government use in preventing the further spread of, in this case, COVID-19. So simply put, it's basically disease outbreak research. So this is done after something's been confirmed, COVID-19, who and where have they been exposed by, neighbors, friends, family, social contacts, and so on.
And is contact tracing the biggest need right now to go back to work, or is there other pieces of this puzzle?
It is one of the needs, Steve, for sure. Businesses need to be able to do that, and they need to be able to do it quickly. There has been some research that's been done that if contact tracing isn't done within a 3-day period, it doesn't matter anymore. So in addition to contact tracing, businesses first and foremost, they need to have a plan, right? The prudent workplaces need to have a plan of what's the return to work plan look like? What's the framework? That's absolutely first and foremost essential before they start opening their doors.
Now you are tying contact tracing to that thing around your neck. Can you give us a little explanation around there?
Yeah, that's right. So this thing around my neck is a badge that...
Pull it up higher.
Oh, thank you.
So everybody can see it.
Sorry. This is a badge that's worn around the neck in my case, so it can be attached at the hip. And basically it enforces proximity. It beeps and buzzes. It's incredibly annoying. It's designed to do so. We can turn that off when people get experts on the 6-foot protocols. But the beauty of this is if somebody calls in, has it be an employee or a contractor and say, hey, I was at your office or I had COVID and I need to self-isolate for the 10, 14 days.
Is that tied to your employee badge number and your HR system and things like that? Is it access control oriented?
You got it, Steve. Absolutely. So anonymity is at the core of what we do. We're not putting your face out there. We're not putting your name. In the case of hackers, it's irrelevant. There is this tied into the HR system so that few people have access to this badge number, who that means, and they're able to quickly contact those that have been within the allotted distance for, in case right now it's CDC at 15 minutes in a 24-hour period. You're able to see that in a quick and efficient manner.
And what's the communication protocol, Mr. IoT, in that little badge?
Appreciate the call out. So that's LoRaWAN is in this badge as well as Bluetooth.
Okay. So you got beacons everywhere in the building, and then sending it out over LoRaWAN back to the system?
You got it. There's an additional component added to that. The router itself that's placed within the business is LoRa LTE backhaul. So it is not Wi-Fi. So we don't need to jump into the corporate Wi-Fi or have that be a potential security risk. And
tell us about a deployment or two. I mean, how long did it take? Was it cost effective? Is this OpEx or CapEx?
Yeah, it's both. So first, it's taking a look at what's the business's needs to return to work. Is it to enforce contact tracing and distance proximity? Or is it, in addition to that, I want to make sure that my air quality in the building, in the classroom, what have you, is at a safe level. As businesses are opening their door, contact tracing, is certainly top of mind, but it's more healthy building versus sick building. So, and there's been a lot of cases where we've tied this in with employees. We've also tied in sensors for the air filtration system. We've tied all of that together, as you mentioned, with the access control system, and in some cases, a visitor management system as well, too.
Fantastic. And that is all done on the Ready Wireless platform, and it's done in an integrated manner. So it's one dashboard for the customer to be able to see everything and manage everything. Is that correct?
You nailed it, Steve. One pane of glass. You bet.
You got it. Excellent. Well, that was great. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is, these are nuggets, Ben. So we wanted to get through these rapid fire as like you did, and you stepped up. So, Doug, I didn't know, did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I guess my only question was, I work with my wife. Can I use one of these badges to keep her? Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
No. Oh my God.
No, that's great stuff. Great stuff. And thanks, Ben. I think that covers what we were looking for today. And once again, as we've mentioned at the end of the last couple nuggets, we want to make sure that you all know that Steve Brummer as well as John Hubler from BH IoT Group are available for a 330-minute session to discuss your IoT execution plan and how the team at BH can help expedite the plan and bring in vendors or other companies like Ready Wireless to help you do it, whatever your strategy might be. ReadyWireless.com is Ben's company's website. You can find out more about them there. And you can go to bhiotgroup.com to get in touch with Steve. It's that way at the top of the screen. And go to the contact button, fill out your information, and you can continue the conversation. And also subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's, I think, all we have for today, gentlemen.
Great.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks for joining, everybody. We'll see you next time. And Ben, great job. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you all again soon.
All right. Thanks, everyone.